Next, we have to investigate the need of carbon dioxide for photosynthesis here. And this experiment is set up to test whether carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. You can see, these are two potted plants, each placed inside a glass bell jar with light provided. In the first setup, substances like sodium hydroxide and soda lime are placed inside to remove carbon dioxide from the air. In the second setup, only water is present, so carbon dioxide remains available. This setup acts as the control. By comparing the two plants, we can see if the one without carbon dioxide shows less growth or no starch production. If so, it proves that carbon dioxide is essential for photosynthesis. Now have a look at this complete procedure to investigate whether carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis or not. And for this, we begin by placing both plants in complete darkness for 24 hours. This step helps to remove any starch that may already be present in their leaves, so that any starch detected later will be a result of this experiment. After destarching, we place the first plant inside a glass bell jar along with a beaker containing sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide absorbs carbon dioxide from the air, which means this plant will not have access to carbon dioxide. The second plant is placed in a separate bell jar, but this time with a beaker of water. Water does not absorb carbon dioxide, so this plant will still have normal access to it. This setup acts as our control. Next, we expose both plants to bright light for another 24 hours to give them the opportunity to carry out photosynthesis. Finally, we test the leaves of both plants for the presence of starch using the iodine solution method. If only the plant with access to carbon dioxide shows starch, it proves that carbon dioxide is essential for photosynthesis. And now, let's look at what we observe after carrying out the experiment. The plant that was placed with sodium hydroxide shows no color change in its leaf after the starch test. The leaf remains orange-brown, which means no starch was produced. This tells us that photosynthesis did not occur, likely because the plant did not have access to carbon dioxide. On the other hand, the plant that was placed with water has a leaf that turns blue-black when tested with iodine. This shows that starch was present, meaning photosynthesis did take place. This plant did have access to carbon dioxide, and that made the difference. So from these results, we can clearly see that the plant without carbon dioxide did not produce starch, while the one with carbon dioxide did. This confirms that carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis to happen in plants. And finally, the conclusion of this experiment is clear. It shows that carbon dioxide is essential for photosynthesis. The plant that did not have access to carbon dioxide was unable to carry out photosynthesis and, as a result, did not produce any starch. This was evident in the plant placed with sodium hydroxide, where no starch was found after testing.